All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Today is April 16, 2023. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
Yo, it's your boy Pokemon Trigger. Please, we're back again with more Pokemon Go news. It's been an alright week. I've been having fun.
Well, I have to. I also had a lot of personal stuff happening, so it's kind of like here and there when it comes down to it. Niantic decided to drop news like literally at the end of the week, so I'm just like, you know what, might as well just wait until today to do it. I know we're a little bit late than usual. Ain't nothing like a chicken in the oven. Okay. I don't know. That's what
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong.
Wait, did that mean what I think it means? But I don't know. Congratulations, I guess. I don't know. Anyways,
He's spitting facts.
I know, right? But yeah, so this week has been interesting, especially because we have had a lot of going on since last week. And now we're really into it after this whole week has just been all over the place anyway. So we're here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game because we love the game just as much as you do. Don't forget, we are part of the Professor Network. Check us out, professornetwork.com/Purified Podcast. Wonderful people to work with every single time. They are really good at what they do. So yeah, just check them out. With that being said, I know we're just only a few minutes into the podcast, but I guess we should recap this week's worth of gameplay because we had a lot going on. But let's actually go ahead and see about the shinies, the hundos, the PvP mons, maybe the shandos. I don't know, whatever the case may be.
All right. I just want to start out with a catch I got today, just because it kind of surprised me.
Cool.
Yesterday, I believe.
Cool.
I did one remote raid
in this economy.
Landers. Yeah, in this economy. I was like, man, shoot, I don't know how many landers I'm gonna be able to do. So I did one raid and I got a 98, 14 attack. I was like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
No shiny, but yeah, I'll take it. Definitely a fun catch.
I would do to say so. Before we continue, because I know it's here. When it comes to in-person raids, giving the extra 3 extra large candies per raid, aside from the other 3 that we usually get now, it's actually pretty good. So you can actually get a max of at least 7 XL candies just from a raid, for my in-person raid.
Yeah, technically, you should be able to get extra large candies twice as fast now.
Yeah.
At minimum. Not counting the extra large rare candy you get from in-person raids. Mm-hmm. I know it's annoying, but that is definitely something that does make it more exciting, I suppose, to do the in-person raids, just knowing you're guaranteed to get those extra large candies.
Nah, that's for sure. Now, of course, I was started with like 0, almost 0 extra large candies for Landorus. And after raid hour, I had like 62 or something like that. So it wasn't that bad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I did pour in a lot into my Hundo, the other form. But still, it's still okay. I still needed like another 40 or something to finish it off. But I was like, you know what? I'll come back eventually. It has another form. But yeah, continue on, Chris.
Okay. So, starting out this week, I don't think I talked about this last week. Maybe I did, but I got a shiny Purloin. So that was pretty cool. That's only the second one I've gotten. I know you still need it. I'm not too worried about the shiny family for Purloin. Yeah.
Purloin, I did one more. I know I have one.
Oh, you got one. You just need one more. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. This is probably my catch of the week, if not like the year almost. Shiny XXL Eevee with the flower crown. I love it. Yeah, if it wasn't XXL, I know we would have done the mirror trade. I know we would have done the mirror trade. That would have been awesome.
Oh man.
I got a Hundo Pidove. The story on that, I was doing what's it called? The Adventure Incense.
Yeah.
And it was windy weather.
Okay.
and I kept getting Pidove, and I was like, man, I don't want to catch this. And then I was like, wait, that could be a hundo though. So I caught it, and then like I checked its IVs like 2 minutes later, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! That it was a hundo.
Oh my god.
I literally called it. I was happy and mad at the same time.
This game is just
And
a rollover of emotions, brother. It's like,
dude, it gets me every time.
yeah.
Uh, I got a shiny Lickitung from GBL, and what's
Damn.
interesting is it actually says caught in the GBL Spring Cup Great League Edition, which is very interesting to see.
That's kind of rare, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it gives it a little bit more rarity. I don't think people care that much
Nah.
about the marking though.
No. Not unless it's like a location marking or something.
Exactly. I did get a shiny Wobbuffet while I was doing an Adventure Incense, but it wasn't from the Adventure Incense.
Right.
So I always love when that happens. I didn't get a lot of shiny Togetic from the Com Day. I got 7. But yeah, no, that should be right. Or 8 actually. Which I didn't want a lot. Because we only got 30 extra spots recently, or 50 extra spots, so I don't want to fill that up too quickly.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because I gotta put them into home. And then the last one I got was a home shiny, shiny Pidove, which should be like the 3rd or 4th shiny Pidove.
That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have the family, so I'm good on that one.
Yeah, actually only the second one.
I have the
Interesting.
family with male and female too, so it's like
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, I got to get a male and a female Pidove to evolve correctly before I even, worry about evolving them.
I'm still always gonna wonder.
Let's hear about your.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
you're worried about what?
no. I was just like wondering how they're going to do. Able to actually transfer our Pokemon shinies for Pokemon Home eventually. Like the system is okay because they don't want to like flood the entire like system with it, which it makes sense because Pokemon Go's rate of shinies are like humongous.
Oh yeah.
So it's
Especially the fact you get like a guaranteed shiny mythical.
right.
That's just insane.
And that I guess that's another thing, the reason why the Pokemon Company doesn't want to actually flood in home with just abundance of shinies all over the ground, because it will technically lose its value if you actually do it like that. And that's the reason why they put such a big restriction, so it's not in the point where, you're gonna, like, if you do it right, you can at least do it, but it's gonna take you time to do all of the shinies that you get. Like, if I imagine myself actually, like, transferring all my shinies that I have, that'll be 1,800 shinies that's gonna go to home eventually.
Dear Lord.
And that's not including, like, everything that I already did actually transferred over there anyways. So I don't know. It's one of those things. I guess it keeps on the back of my mind when it comes down to it. But yeah, I'm glad that we have some storage stuff. Let's start with the hundos. The first hundo that I got was a hundo Woobat. I think I got during raid hour last time we actually went out. Yeah, that was like raid hour last time. And we wanted to do the podcast then, but we were like, you know what? There's really nothing to talk about. So I was like, aside from just a rant for the day. But, people out there here and there. Then I did get 2 hundo Togetics. One of them is already a Togekiss.
Oh my gosh, I'm jealous.
I need it.
If you have any extras to trade, I would like them.
I mean, if you just want to trade Togetics for the rest of the week, that's fine.
I got you.
I got you. It's like,
yeah, sorry. You do got me.
I mean, I already gave you 100 Riolu. What else can I get you, brother?
I got some Riolus for your troubles.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you give me your Riolus. I'll trade you my them. But yeah, so not bad. I'll see how it goes in the Masters League. I think it should be okay. I don't know. It's still a little bit off because of the Kirby Drowsy got to me really fast today. Because of how the charm got nerfed, Togekiss is really not that great right now.
The
only in like
the typing is what really gets it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like Zacian is really fun, just because it's a fairy type with just very random moves in a way. Not like moves you wouldn't expect it to get per se, but just really out there moves. So I wouldn't be too surprised. I know I really liked using Primarina, just because that water typing really added a lot to it too.
Well, once
Uh,
Hydro Cannon is actually part of his moveset, I think it's gonna rise up in popularity.
yeah, I can definitely see that.
That's gonna be another year probably.
Ooh,
Yeah, I mean, we were barely into like the first of the Gen 6 starters. They haven't even announced the second one. We're hoping it's gonna be that
really?
one. I mean, Fennekin is the second one, right? Yeah, and then Greninja's afterwards. So we'll see how it goes, I guess. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see any of those two actually making a huge impact if they actually have some good move sets.
I
Regardless.
really do like the typing on Primarina.
Oh yeah,
That's
I mean,
about it
a
though.
fairy that has charm. Why not, right?
A fairy with charm.
That's
That's all
basically
you need,
what the
baby.
fucking man. But yeah, it's a fairy water type. I mean, it's like a basically a Sumereal with just extra steps. So
Oh, dude. Yeah, don't even need huge power.
yeah, I know, right? But yeah, so that's the Hondos. I did get a lot of shinies. So we're gonna start at the beginning of the week. I did get a shiny Eevee with a flower crown. Or I'm sorry, the cherry blossom crown.
I may have accidentally spoiled that when I was talking about mine. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I somehow got an execute. I think I got that like way before the event started. Yeah, somewhere
That's
in there.
funny.
Eevee was my chase. Unfortunately, I only got one. But of course, beggars can be choosers. It's terrible, Eevee, so it's gonna be a mirror trade to somebody that actually wants it. Chris.
Sweating.
Setting. Then I also got a shiny Chansey with I think it's a flower
What?
crown. Yeah, it is a flower crown. So I think that's my second one. I don't remember if I got another one before then. I
That's
didn't hatch any of the shiny from the eggs, even though I was hatching eggs like madman. Like I think I got over 100 eggs and still no shiny from the eggs. Sad me.
Yeah, I actually put in a little bit of coins to hatch some, but yeah, no dice there either.
Yeah, and I was just using regular incubators in a bundle, so I do have a lot of super incubators right now, just sitting in my storage, just waiting for them to be used. That's gonna be fun whenever I use them all. Then another shiny Pidove. I think this was during this was during raid hour too. Actually, this was on my daily instance, so that
Yeah.
was actually kind of fun. I like that picture with that. 1, 2, and then there's another, and then there's a third one, I think, somewhere, or maybe just two. Two shiny Landorus.
Ooh.
I was literally just looking for the extra large candy for this one anyway, so it wasn't too bad. Just getting the shinies is okay. So,
And weather boosted.
yeah, one of them was remote, the other one was in person. So actually, no, both of them were remote. That's hilarious.
Ooh.
And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Always
13,
doing
14,
person.
15, 16.
Wow.
I got 16 shinies in the community, and one of them being the Togepi that I wanted the most. So, do I need to evolve one just to make sure that I have, like, the family completer or something? Yeah. It's not going to have Aura Spirit or whatever it is.
Wow. You waited.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. It doesn't.
Budget doesn't even matter. Let's
It
go.
is better than we anticipated, right? Orisphere.
I mean, if we go into PvP, I mean, it doesn't really change much in the raid meta and all the stuff. Let me actually check the rankings for it. Togekiss. If I know how to spell it. Great League still is a 301. Ultra League, it's at 206, and then Master League, we have it at 49. So it's not bad. Actually, I think it's in the top 50s. It's not bad. So
Yeah, no.
Charm, Ancient Power, Aura Sphere. That's basically this moveset. Ancient Power, of course, given the coverage it needs. Aura Sphere dealing with all the steel types out there. Maybe some rock types here and there. Especially because Ancient Power does charge a little bit faster than Aura Sphere, so that's pretty good. They're both somewhat of a nuke, but still works out pretty well, I guess. Yeah, it's a boost and then a coverage nuke, basically. That's what I use them for. Yes, I've been Flamethrower is also a high energy coverage move anyway, so it's not bad anyways. It is how it is. I mean, I'll try it. I'll try it out. I do have my Hondo eventually, so I can power up. I have over 1,000 extra large candies, anyways, for it. You know what?
Over 1,000.
You guys like seeing burn Stardust?
Oh no!
You guys want to see it?
One of the hundos.
Yep.
Jeez.
To level 50 it goes. And just
I'm very jealous.
and just because I'm gonna give it his second charge move right there. Yep. We wanted ancient power, right?
Ancient power or sphere, yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Dancing Gleam. Really? Whoever uses Dancing Gleam in game? Flamethrower. We gotta use all those, charge CMs, I'm gonna mess up and actually like click artistry or something.
Which one are you trying to get? Oh, yeah, I got you.
There it is, ancient power. Okay, cool. We're done.
I was barely watching, and I was like, please tell me he's not trying to give it a Sphere. I was like, I know he wouldn't do that, right?
Hey, I could. Dun. That would be hilarious anyways. But yeah,
my gosh.
that is Togekiss Community Day. Now, I actually have to say that I saw a lot of people play that day, even though I was only there for an hour. I saw a lot of people on their phones. There are like a lot of kids in groups and things like that. People want to play, especially when it's a high cost like energy powerhouse like Togekiss in the end of the day. So
it is a fun one too.
And I do gotta say that a lot of people. I mean, I even made 2 new friends during the whole thing. So it's healing as much as we want to, but little by little, the community wants to go out there for specific stuff,
Yeah.
So it's not bad. I mean, people. Although there was one thing that was broken during that community day, and that was the 4-star raids that were spawning. They spawn, but the Pokemons that were supposed to actually spawn overworld after raid ended did not appear.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that because I actually was like, I got enough.
Yeah.
I'm not that worried. Even though I really could have hunted for the hundo, I was really tired.
I mean, I had a lot going on anyway, so that's why I only played for an hour and a half. I left. I literally got there at 3 and left at 4 because I was just not. Aside that, I was really feeling it. I was not really in the game. Plus, my Go Plus literally died that day, so I needed to actually get a new battery for it, which I did. But that was after Com Day, so I wasn't like doing my usual grind with just click, and here. Then that's probably the reason why I got a lot more shinies than usual because I was clicking on them. Stardust was nice. I had over 10k before this power up, so it is how it is. But yeah, so that was that. We also recapping a little bit more on how the week went. We had Regieleki in raids. Chris and I did our 2 Regielekis for the 11 a.m., which surprisingly, there were the only 2 11 a.m. in the city.
We actually got lucky that the second one was so close to the other one.
Yeah. I was hoping that it was gonna be closer, then we didn't have to move too far. But I guess as long as we did, I think the first one we had 20 people. Yeah, we had like at least 19 to 20 people, right? The second one we only had 5 or 6 because everybody else was just not really caring about it anymore. They just wanted the edX entry and they were gone. But we had people. We had people out there, and that was actually good because that means that people still are interested in doing the things that they want to. At the same time, FOMO is a big thing. So a lot of people just want their Pokemon and be done with it. But yeah, so that's not bad. I wonder what they're going to do next,
Yeah, it has me curious. I mean, weren't we supposed to get like a little added on for like an added on day for Regidrago because of the trouble we had with that?
They announced it, but they haven't said anything afterwards. They said that there was just going to be a later date or something. So they're probably going to redo it at some point, either by the last month of the season or the beginning of next season somehow. Or at the same time, they might just do something specifically for people who actually participate in. I don't know. I mean, that's really how it goes.
Yeah, it's just hearsay right now.
Yeah. It's how it is. But anyhow, we do have also Mystic Hero, which is ending tomorrow with the bonuses of 2 times experience for evolving Pokemon, 2 guarantee extra large candies for evolving Pokemon, which is pretty good, and then a 3-hour lure duration throughout the entire event. So I actually been doing a couple of evolutions for like Drifloom and things like that.
Hmm.
I do like that. I do like that the extra guarantee, extra large candy from evolution. I have a lot of regular candy, and I'm not gonna spend it all on just powering up, anyways. But still, just doing the evolutions here and there, it's actually worked out. Have you done any of that, Chris?
I tend to not evolve too much just because it takes up a bit of time. I may tonight though, just to capitalize on some of that energy
Yeah.
or XP. Sorry, on that energy.
How much more do you have before you actually go become
Um,
level 50? Anyways.
I'm about 10 million away from level 50, so I'm 2/3 of the way there.
Okay. All right. That's not bad. If you grind it up a little bit more, you should be able to do it. I want to say maybe by I don't know the end of the year.
Yeah, I definitely think that's possible. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, if you can get like 1 mil, maybe every 2 months, that's not bad, I guess.
easy.
Nah. If you do it one in a month and a half, maybe you'll get it by then. Level 50 by today. Ah.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I'll go out grinding. I used to hit a pretty good amount of XP every day, but oh my gosh, man, working has definitely taken its toll.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get you to level 50 eventually. Don't you worry about a thing.
One day.
Yeah, Drowsy, get away from me already. Anyways, well, let's go into the research topics of today. We do have a little bit of news. The first thing was mostly just as like trying to have a little perspective of how things have changed, and of course, have the reaction of people since the last update, like the biggest update, where remote race or nerf, things like that. Prices increase and everything. We already talked about it all in the last podcast. If you really want to listen to us rant about that, I would suggest just go back to that last podcast, and you'll see us literally 40 minutes in and still talking about it. However, I do just want to like go into like post aftermath and all that of all this happening. So the community, yes, they're still pissed in some way, shape, or form. But in the end of the day, we are adapting. Little by little, a lot of people just adapt to what's going on. They want to keep playing the game. Even I know some of them just flat out quit because they have no reason to, but it is how it is. We're not going to stop them. We're not, the genius of the world, however it is, maybe. Because they're
It's
also
everyone's
triggered.
choice.
Yeah. Because they also trigger, Chris here being triggered and all that. So, but yeah, so I don't know. I just keep thinking that people are still. As much as mad they are, they're starting to accept the fact that nothing's gonna change about it.
At the end of the day, the game itself makes people happy.
Yeah.
They may not be happy with Niantic's choices for the game, but at the end of the day, it is a very fun game.
Yeah.
I think people can accept to deal with things that they don't like, and that the game won't ever be perfect per se. That's what I think.
Yeah, and I agree. It's like the game will never be perfect. It will be far from perfect. It always has glitches. I do hope that Niantic will address, something of the outcry that people are still saying online. Some big YouTubers are still like going all over the place. I know a lot of people, even myself included, have actually like lowered their biggest grind, which was the remote rates all around and all that. So it wasn't that it affected us. It did affect us. We just don't have that same negativity about it just because of it. It's like I remember doing so many raids back in the day. I'm just waiting for the next raid hour now. So every now and then I do hop in on a remote, but that's only if I have the chance. I really don't want to spend maybe more than one, because again, the economy is so bad right now. So,
Yeah, the raid economy.
yeah, and but that's the thing. It's like I'm limited more than what the limit usually is. I don't want to spend it's. Let's just even it out at $2. So $2 per.
That's what I would say. Yeah.
For 5 raids per day. That's what? That's 2 times 5. That's $10 per day.
Sheesh.
Right. So
Yeah, that's right.
That $10 per day is really not something that I want to spend this game on every single day on it. So I'm gonna do what I best know, and that's actually to go out and see if I can find some people to play with, and just do the race if people are more interested in those. Our communities are still big. Some of them are still healing and getting to it. We're gonna try to be the leaders of our own community and see if we can actually get people to go outside more. That's really all there is to it. I know some community members or some leaders are actually like on par with what's happening, but at the same time, it's like if one doesn't rise up to the occasion, then I'm pretty sure that the next one is going to regardless. So we're gonna have communities back again, little by little. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take a lot of time. This decision has not been made lightly, and it's a decision that a lot of people have still worry about it. It's not like we're gonna forget about the whole thing, because I'm pretty sure the voices out there, the biggest voices out there, are still going to preach about the decisions that Niantic will ever do. But that doesn't mean that in the end of the day, there won't be somebody else who's actually going to look at it a different perspective and say, hey, I do want to make sure that this community can thrive regardless. And then I'm going to do my best to keep it at that, So, I think that's all there really is to it. You want to add anything else, Chris?
I mean, yeah, I just want to say I think even if they do ever change it back, I think it's always going to be in people's minds. About Niantic, changing the price in the past. I still have a theory that they might have, keyword might have done the change in price to kind of help people get used to the new norm of the game that they want, where people aren't doing remote raids all the time.
Yeah.
So I think this was their way of like forcing people to get used to in-person raids more.
Yeah.
And then maybe remote raids will be cheaper in the future. That's my hope per se. And then we'll have the limit with no like crazy price increase. Like maybe it'll be I just hope it doesn't stay the same price per se. Because I think a limit and a price increase is a bit much, honestly.
You're talking about ripping the bandage and be like, okay, this is what we're gonna be doing it, and then switching it over little by little over time. I get that. I do believe that they did this as soon as they could before the big major events in the summer. Because people are going to decide how they're going to play from here on out. So that means that they're going to really get... And, the event in the summer, GoFits and all those, they're the big ones that I'm pretty sure we're going to see less limits on the remote race regardless. The special events like they talked about in the blog post. But again, it's to, just like you said, it's to actually get people to get accustomed to go out and play instead of actually relying to the remote rates. It makes sense when it comes down to it. And I really do think that doing it now before announcing any big major event for the summer, it's the best thing that they could have done. Even though I know that everybody says that it's the worst thing. We need to adapt. We need to adapt early before we actually get to the point where bigger things are going to happen eventually. So, which, at this point we should have already gotten GoFest news, but Niantic is being
sneaky.
I don't know what they're thinking of. Like, why they're giving us less and less time just to actually get tickets and all that stuff. I don't know what's going on with them. Oh well. But yeah, we'll figure it out when we get there, and you guys will hear the news as soon as they dropped somehow, somewhere. I don't know. It is how it is. Anyways, let's move on to the week, the next week of event that's happening. Chris, what is this week bringing us this time?
The sustainability week.
Sustainability week.
I don't know why I'm having trouble with that, but
it's the sus week. It's the sus week. Imposters.
Very, very happy about this Pokemon getting added.
Bounce Suite, Dribble, and more in the Sustainability Week 2023. They get right into it. It's not even an introduction to this. It's like, okay, so here is Thursday, April 20th, which is actually a lot more later than I thought it would be, at 10 a.m. to Wednesday, April 26th at 8 p.m. local time, so a full week's worth of gameplay. The Pokemon Go debut will be the Bounce Suite. The Fruit Pokemon will make its Pokemon Go debut. Bounce Suites, Tinin, and Tassarina, right?
Serena. I've always said the T is what's it called? Silent.
Silent. So Sarina.
Yeah.
Sorry. I
Yeah.
always call it Sarina anyways, but I think the S is silent. So in some ways, but simple evolution of line of 25 and 100s. Tasarina being a fighting and grass type Pokemon, so that's actually an interesting typing altogether. Still gets destroyed by anything flying, so be careful out there. The following Pokemon will appear more frequently in the wild: Squirrel, Shelder, Whalmer, Dribble,
Jober, yeah.
Thank you. Cotney, Pedotil, Dwebble, Fungus, and Froakie, and some trainers may even encounter Larvitar, Barnacle, and Bounsweet, which, is the brand new Pokemon. The brand new shiny Pokemon out of this event is the Dribbler.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, they're finally releasing his shiny, and it's, of course, Evolution shiny. Also, Papercut, thank you for joining us. Have a good night. But yeah, it's time to grind because he is a very strong meta Pokemon too in the Master League. So gotta get those extra large candies when you can. When do I have any extra large candies? I know I have some, but I got 209 extra large candies. I don't think I have the Hundo. No, I don't.
Yeah, Drillbur is very viable in Master League. Very fun choice.
Yeah.
So that's very cool to see its shiny released finally.
I need the Shanda now.
You need it.
I know that. I want it. I have to have it. Anyways, Larvitar appearing again. It's kind of like a kind of thing. Barnacle is actually pretty cool because you don't see a lot of those, and it's still shiny form. So
yeah,
need those. Dwebble has eluded me forever, so I'm gonna go try hard for those. Fungus, I'm okay because I've computed today. And then Cotney, I have a lot of shiny hunting to do this week.
Yeah, don't forget, Patillo does have a Hisuian form that we might be able to evolve in the future.
Maybe evolve to or raid for.
It's probably going to end up being a raid, but they might give us an event where we'll be able to evolve it. I don't remember if we were ever able to do that for a Alolan Executor.
Yes, but that was like years later. So
yeah, there's always a possibility.
There is, and I'm okay with that. But they're probably gonna have a raid day for Hisuian form, so that's gonna be the most likely. However, it's still good to have a couple of Hondos here and there. So there's a lot of hunting potential in this week specifically. Squirrel being back is actually pretty good if anybody wants to actually power up his master. It's Hondos and Megas and all that. Dribble being the new shiny, Cotney still pretty good. Dwebble, this one, I mean, again, everything is good. I don't know about seeing Whelmers all day though. Then we have the following Pokemons can hatch from 2-kilometer eggs. It will be Cherubi, Dribble, and Bounceat. And if you're like
not horrible, but I don't know if I'm hunting Bounsweet that hard.
Maybe the Cherubi, just because I don't think I still have one yet.
I don't have one.
Yeah. The event bonuses. So if your body Pokemon is an Ultra Body or higher, it will bring your souvenirs more frequently. Okay. Your body Pokemon will accompany you on the map longer after being fed. Okay. If your body Pokemon is a grade or higher, it will bring you a leaf wrap gift more frequently. This gift will contain berries more often, and they may even encounter Sylvan Pineapple berries. Okay. And then half the distance to earn hearts with your body Pokemon it's halved, I guess. Half distance to earn hearts. I guess that's okay. I mean, if you really want to grind out, I mean, a lot of people are a little bit stuck on the Master World research for Shiny Jirachi. The ones that didn't go fast, they got to get 10 best buddies. So that's actually one of the events that they can just grind out if they want to actually get closer to that possibility. It's not that they're earning more hearts, but they are earning hearts faster. So it's a little bit easier to actually grind it out that way if you plan it out correctly. Any thoughts on those? Not really the biggest bonuses either, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's crazy bonuses per se. But I mean, for people that really like souvenirs, have at ya.
I mean, there's a collection to everybody, to everything. So when it comes down to how it is, let me ask you, Chris, how many best buddies do you have?
Not a lot. Not a lot. We have a what's it called? We have a Oh my gosh. We have a what's it called? A ribbon for that, or a
Yeah,
badge for that.
yeah. There's a best buddy. It's basically a Pikachu and your trainer with a heart.
Okay, let me find that really quick. I'm pretty sure I might have the platinum for that. I don't think so though.
How could you have the platinum for that badge?
I
I
just
barely
don't
have
think
the
I have a
silver.
lot.
It's like you need 500 best buddies. No, not 500. 200 best buddies to actually do that.
So it's a Pikachu?
It's a Pikachu.
I
Ring.
see it. I
Yeah,
see it.
probably bronze. So you got it. I don't know.
No, it's silver.
So you got
I have
like
11 right
so
now.
you just beat silver. You're working on gold, but that's of course forever. So.
Yeah, I don't work on buddies that much. I'll be real.
I worked with like in the normal times. I don't actually like expedite the unless there's a reason for it, because you technically can have a best buddy in 2 weeks if you like do everything with a excited status and all that. So it's easy to do, but just a grind of itself is basically just another part of the game where you either don't want to touch or you're just doing it by itself. So I could, if I wanted to, actually do like the full 10, the full 200 bodies at some point. But that medal, unless I need it for a requirement, I really don't look into doing it anytime soon. So
I'm not worried about it right now, to be real.
correct. We do have a time research that will, if you complete it, you get encounters with the following Pokemon, which is Dribble, Trubbish, and Bounce Sweet. Trubbish being another one of those shinies that it loses. Field Research Stacks will award you with Pokemons with Dribble, so that's pretty cool. If that's the only Pokemon on the pool to get around it, I may actually grind out a bit harder for that reason. Hopefully it's not one of those like impossible tasks or something.
I don't think it's going to be a hard one, at least for us in Florida, to get a hundo of. The shiny may be rare, but
Right.
I don't think it's going to be that bad.
That's
hopefully.
true. And then we have new avatar items: Bounce Sweet hats, Theronese shirt, and Teresina boots. That's a weird combination. Just because you got one of each evolution, and it I don't know. I don't think I like how it looks.
Oh my gosh, ew.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In our personal opinion, I'm sorry, but I don't know if I can actually see this every single time.
I get the vision.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about the Steenie shirt. I think that's the most lackluster.
Yeah.
But dear lord, the thighs on the Serena boots.
I know that guy has some ties on that for sure.
Somebody put their work in that day when they were designing that.
I know, right? They're like, I'm gonna make it thick, and thick it's gotta be, So.
Oh,
Damn,
my
brother.
gosh.
Oh man, but yeah, that's an interesting one regardless. That is sustainability week. I hope that people can play, and even having a new shiny and a new Pokemon is still pretty good. The hunt is there. I'm actually okay with the hunt. So we'll take it. We'll take it. All right. So actually, that's all the news that we have this week, because I don't know. This month is actually almost over, so we should be somewhat.
It's pretty fast, honestly.
Yeah, this month went by fast. We're already in the middle of the month. This week, of course, we'll have the Sustainability Week. Maybe we'll have more announcements for Community Day next month. The biggest thing that I wish they actually just released is GoFest news, because I think everybody's just looking for that at this point.
They've been putting their weight on, man. I think Brandon Tan, or I think it was Brandon Tan, might have announced that like last year we got the news at what, like April 1st or March 1st?
Somewhere, somewhere in that.
Yeah.
Like, and it was mostly because we wanted to get a little more adjusted and getting things ready. But yeah, we should. I mean, unless they're pushing it back so far into the summer or by the end of the summer, then I don't know, man. It's taking a sweet time for them to release those GoFest news. I know we're gonna have them. I just don't know when. Like, they're like, we have actually broken every record of how long it's been taking them for them to actually announce GoFest. Like, it's
They're
crazy.
like, surprise guys, no GoFest this year.
Oh god, that would be
GG.
I think doing that will probably break the community in half. So,
If that happened, it definitely make me appreciate going to
Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, going to Vegas for the Go Tour.
Yeah.
A bit more, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. I mean, we already went to one, so it's not like it's insanely like I don't know. I'm still recovering a lot from it.
I don't think I'd be able to afford going
Go Fest this year.
to Go Fest. Yeah,
Yeah.
unless it's like in a really like easy to get to place. You know what I mean?
Right. If it's across the country, I don't know if I can make it. If it's closer by, I wouldn't mind it actually going back to Chicago, just because I do feel like that's probably the easiest way to get there. Anything in the East Coast will be nice, but I'm pretty sure how they want to do it, like GoFest, since it's in the summer, I'm pretty sure they want to do it in North, so there's definitely potential for anything up North when it comes down to it.
Oh yeah.
Don't do it in Seattle again, even though it's been fun, but I just don't want those hills again. Don't give me those hills. If they do hills, I'm just like, you know what? I did my due. I do not want to go back to it anyway. So.
They said you're getting in your workout today, boy.
Bro, if they announce Seattle, I have to be like, you know what? 10K every day. Hey, let's go. 10 kilometer walk every day. I'm gonna be Saitama one of these days, you know. It's
Comes
like
back bald.
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and a 10 kilometer run every day. It's like I'll die before I actually get to office, I think. Oh man, but yeah, that will be interesting when it comes down to it. So let's move into our PvP section. Get good, get wrecked. Here we go. GVL. So we have this week's GVL meta.
Honestly, my favorite week.
We got Great League, Ultra League, Master League, and Evolution Cup.
I love it when they give us choices. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, it's better than to get to that point when it comes to that. Of course, Evolution Cup is the Pokemons. They are under 1500 with only the first stage evolution going on through, which is the evolution. Like, let's say Charmander, Charmeleon. Charmeleon is the one eligible.
Yes.
So it's when it comes down to it, it's okay. I mean, I'm glad that all three leagues are actually available. A lot of people actually just love playing the Green League regardless. We have some cool battles here and there. On the Evolution Cup, everybody loved the Spring Cup, quote unquote. But yeah, it's one of those weeks when it comes down to it. We are, I don't know, a month and a half away before the season ends anyway. So that's gonna be interesting regardless. Yeah, 45 days, exactly. 45 days. Have you done any GBL? I know I haven't. I haven't, but
just a little bit. I really did like Spring Cup. Pretty much just because I had a really good IV, Galarian Weezing. And it was pretty fun. It actually gets overheat. So with Fairy Wind and Overheat, you can land some pretty good nukes on a lot of the grass types in the cup.
Oh.
The problem is, people knew about Overheat. I didn't in the beginning. So it was definitely I used my common trait of using what beats me. And like in the beginning of the cup, I used Roserade, and I was just really bad at using it. But I also had Bullet Seed. And later in the cup, a lot of people were using Poison Jab Roserade, and it was doing a lot better.
All right.
Yeah, so if I knew that sooner, I may have rocked Roserade more, but it was a very fun cup. I do like that. But right now I've been rocking in Ultra League a little bit. I'm not like in any crazy ranking. I think I don't even remember what the ranking's called, but I just hit the one that's like 2000. Like I literally like just got my ranking. I didn't hit anything above that. Yeah, I'm only ace right now.
Okay, all right, that's not bad. You're doing a lot more work in GBL than I do. I feel like I just gotta get my butt going into it or something.
The main reason is just because I wanted to get some free legendaries.
Oh, okay.
And I know people complain about them, like, oh, we barely get them from GBL.
Yeah.
But it's just the chance of getting it that I like.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That is pretty good in all its own. So, yeah. Then let's talk about the European International Championship that happened this weekend. It ended, of course, already, but we have a brand new winner Tauntaun Bateus. It's actually his Twitter handle. You guys can check him out at any point. But he is the reigning European International Champion for Pokemon Go Championship Series that happened this weekend. With a team of Shadow Charizard, Registeel, Shadow Dragonair, Lickitung, Medicham, and Shadow Alona Ninetales. My man brought the heat, man. My man brought the heat, and let me actually put it in.
He wasn't playing games.
He was not. I know I forgot to put it in there, but I just found it too, so you guys can see that. But yeah, that was insane. Let me actually put it on screen right now. And it's actually his opponent, which was the finalist. He actually had a more standard team of Galarian Stunfisk, Lantern, Shadow Swampert, Noctowl, Medicham, and Altaria. So, core meta, however you look at it, when it comes down to it. But man, oh man, just seeing this Shadow, half of Shadow team right here, it seems insane. Congrats, really, Tauntaun. It's actually pretty cool that you actually brought some good things. I think his last charge move at the end of the battle to win it all was a Blast Bomb from his Shadow Charizard into the either Registeel or one of the other Pokemon that were going against it. It was powerhouse. That's hot. It's literally. But yeah, congratulations. I really like the team. It's really spicy. Hey, we ride it all the way to the end. I like it. Any thoughts on that, Chris?
Yeah. I just wish I watched it. Honestly, that honestly is a a really solid team, and it is really exciting to see Pokemon go in the spotlight all the time. I love that, man.
Yeah. I mean, if it was in a time zone that we can actually watch it, that's great, because by the time they actually get to the finals, it's 6 o'clock in the morning for us or something, So, so unless you're waking up super early for it. But yeah, so that's actually still pretty cool. I like it. I love it. Just being another champion out there, more crownings for Pokemon Go. I am trying to little by little going into seeing my local game stores to see if I can actually plan out a Play Pokemon event or Play Pokemon Go event for it. I still haven't done all the details yet, but I gotta get it going eventually. So whatever the case may be, if the season goes as fun as we go to, congratulations to all the winners. Good luck at Worlds, because the Worlds are amazing. And because you got your ticket to Japan, and that's actually pretty amazing too. So yeah, yep. And now let's move on to the interesting news of how my co-host right here got to the factions this week.
I actually don't remember. Let me check what happened. That's funny.
Where'd you bench again?
Because I think it was our last week. Ooh. They did all right. But we ended up coming down 9-12 against the Shadow Ballers. I do remember battling them in the past. Very strong team. But I do think the team did very well in Silver.
All right.
And we did do a solid standing throughout the whole thing. We honestly, that first bout, us doing 17-4, I didn't see anyone get that high, except in the last week somebody did 16-5. The Who's Your Daisy, the Who's Your Daddies versus the Fletchland Dorella story. They did 16-5 versus them. So I'm honestly very happy, because Ohio Nation did very well. They did about the same as us throughout the season. So I'm looking forward to next season. I see the schedule here. I gotta take a pretty good look at that. Oh, actually, I'm crazy. That we have many more bouts to go. Yeah, the next bout actually begins tomorrow.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, I'm very happy with the squad, and honestly, I think we're gonna pull up
You
I
guys
think
think
we're
they're
gonna
gonna
pull
rank?
up the next few weeks.
You're gonna rank up?
I don't know about rank up, but I do think we're gonna have a very solid standing. The only thing I don't want is to get demoted. That's really it.
Just gotta work hard, brother. That's all there is to it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, so I guess that's it. I don't think there's more news to talk about. Everybody's just here and there. Communities are up and at 'em, playing the game here how it goes. But yeah, that it is how it is. I did see somebody actually on Twitter trying to get all their shadowed Dratinis ranked up or something because now the Shadow Dragonair made a finals and all that. That is hilarious because now everybody wants one. Actually, do I even have a Shadow Dragonair? Maybe. I got a Shadow Dratini somewhere.
Hopefully, because it's very spammy.
I think I remember either building one or having one ready somewhere. Let me check, actually. Shadow. If I can spell right. Jeez. Okay. Oh, I only have one. Oh no. Wait. Is that the evolution line? Yeah, that is. Oh well. I mean, I never got a good one regardless. If I go hunting for them, it might as well do it this week or this next, this season because we're in the Rising Heroes and we get, rockets all around. Even finding a dragon one is like as rare as finding a dragon, a regular dragon in the wild.
Dude, I can't remember the last time I saw a dragon one, honestly. I was pretty excited. Last night, I got a Shadow Mawile.
Ooh.
I was like, I did not even know you could get these from grunts.
I knew it was in rotation because I did a couple of them, but now that the shiny is available from grunts, you might be able to get a shiny if you look for them. So
I was praying, yeah.
I think it actually, let's check the Silta Road because if I remember correctly, all right, let's see, Sil Row. All right, GP Wars race task rockets. Okay, rockets. What is in rotation? Fire, we have Nomo, Magmar. Come here. Excuse me, sorry. I meant to say Nomo, Vulpix, and Torchic. So Torchic being the brand new one from this, for those.
I've been liking it, yeah.
Yeah. Natu, Ducklet, and Zubat from the flying one. Electric, we have Shinx, Mareep, and Blizzle. Katnia, Oddish, and Trico from the grass one, which is okay. Onyx, Anorot, and Lilipep from the rock one. You get Fanfi and Hippopotas from the ground one. Water one, we have, of course, Psyduck, Whelmer, and Mudkip, which Mudkip is always good regardless. The normal, we can get Pidove, Patrak, or Wishmer. The second one, we can have Natu, Abra, and Spoink. This is the ones that we are actually looking for. So the steel type has Aron, Alolan Sandrew, and Alolan Diglett. Alolan Sandrew could have some meta relevance, so keep on looking for those.
Especially for those that play Little Cup, I think any shadow that you can fit in Little Cup is definitely a fun one to use.
Oh yeah. The second one, the fighting type, we have Makuhita, Hitmonlee, and Hitmonchan. Poison type, we have Grimer and Fungus. Grimer being the shiny that can actually happen. Then the fairy type, so we can have Rolls, Snubble, and Mawile. Mawile being only an 80% spawn in most fairy type ones, so it's not a hard one to find, but it's still a uncommon one to see.
I think fairy is definitely the most solid one all around.
Yeah.
Just off of attack power.
Yeah. Bug one, we have Shuckle, Skorupi, and Joltik. I know that you're looking for that Shuckle in wireless.
Any day of the week.
Right. Ice one, we have Snubble, Swinub, Alolan Vulpix, and Alolan Sandrew. Alolan Vulpix, just won a international, so why not? And then Swinub being a very good one regardless, especially in raids. We have ghost types. We got Drifloon, Duskull, and Shuppet. I'm kind of liking the Shuppet though. I don't know why. Then we have the dark one. We have Alolan Grimer and Alolan Rattata. Interesting. Then we have the starter ones, which is like Don't Bother Already One type one. We have all 3 of the starters, Charmander, Squirrel, and Bulbasaur. And those are some interesting ones, though. Then we have the Don't Bother Already One for the typeless, which is the Snorlax, which is just Snorlax regardless.
Love it.
There's the Magikarp one. You can still get a Magikarp one. So that's the male water type grunt. Can only happen to appear like 0.68% of the stops. So 1 in every 4, like in 4 of every 591 stops. That's a lot.
Lord.
That's a rare one. That's a rare one. Even less than 1% to actually finish it. And the dragon one, which of course is the Dratini one. You can also get a lot in the Executor out of that one in the second slot. But that's actually only a 1% spawning stops. 1.02%.
How many Shadow Hondas do you have?
I know. I think it was either 4 or 5.
Because I know Fleece King was talking about one of his friends that only like just now got a 4-star Shadow.
I got 5.
And he's done like 1,000. Oh my gosh, you got 5.
Yeah.
And those are solid ones. You know what? I got Doug Trio and Rattata.
Hey,
oh my gosh.
Can't go wrong with those. I mean, the solid ones being Ursaluna, of course.
Ursaluna and Skarmory. Skarmory is good for Ultra League.
Yeah, and then we also have Gyarados too for the Master League. That's Nor, which, I mean, I evolved it only for that reason, but still.
That's really fun choices. Yeah.
It's like, that's
honestly, all of them are meta. Oh my gosh.
Even Nidoqueen. Actually, what is
Nidoqueen could be Ultra League, yeah. But yeah, for those of you listening, if you want to flex your Shadow Hondos, add us on Twitter.
Yeah,
and we'll cry.
Yeah, having the Nidoran, actually, the female Nidoran Hondo was actually a good addition to the All-Star team that I'm getting. So.
Sheesh.
Maybe I'll run a full-on Master League like set for all Shadows. I'll be I'm gonna get wrecked regardless. But yeah, so that is it. We're going a little bit longer than I thought, but here it is. Anything else to add, Chris? I'm guessing no, but that's because you're silent.
Oh, sorry?
I asked if there was anything else to add.
Oh, no. Nothing I can think of.
Okay.
Sorry, it trailed off a little bit, so I was like...
like, literally, your attention span was 0.02 seconds on that one.
I didn't hear it.
What do you mean you didn't hear me? Anyways.
It like, trailed off.
Anyways, thank you so much for everybody listening to the podcast, coming into the stream, saying hello. That's always a nice, beautiful thing. Don't forget to check us out on our podcast services feeds, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. There's places to go. If you can leave us a review, we would greatly appreciate it. Follow on our social media. Purified Podcast is where everything podcast service will be, or whatever you actually want to tweet us anything. Then we have Pure Let It Go for myself. I do have my own Twitter handle, of course. And then Chris is Pokemon Trigger Please. That's PKMN Trigger Please with a Z at the end. Email us anything, info, pictures, brag about it. Rant, I don't care. Purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. You can also join our Discord. It's free for anybody to join. It's just a warm welcome. If you want to show us anything or talk to us, that'd be great. And yeah, don't forget to check us out at thepurifiedpodcast.com, the Professor Network. With that being said, Chris, take us away for the night.
All right. Hope you guys had a very wonderful time on this Togetic calm day and got all the extra large candies you guys wanted, and of course the shinies. Hopefully next calm day is just as fun, and hopefully you guys are able to get out and raid as much as you want to without worrying too much about having enough people. Thank goodness it is a Pokemon that is double weak to ice right now. So, we'll catch you guys next week. And hopefully we got more fun news to talk about next week, too. Peace out, guys.
Keep purifying them, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.